Hello, I wanted to give you a few quick tips about using the bow for beginners because many people are struggling at home to make a good sound. So first thing, make sure that your bow grip is loose and that your thumb is back here. Second thing is that make sure you have enough rosin on your bow. If you don't, you're gonna get some crazy sounds or a whisper sound. So you need to rosin your bow. That is most important. Make sure you get enough rosin down at the frog and all the way out to the tip, the whole bow. And you can practice your bow stroke this way. Keep your rosin still and just move your bow back and forth. The goal is to get the hair sticky. You need to make sure that the hair is sticky or it will not stick to the strings and make some sound. All right, number one is rosin your bow. Number two, when you put your bow on your instrument and you do a down bow or up bow, the contact point should stay the same. So where the hair hits the string should stay the same in one place. If it's sliding around, it's going to sound squeaky. You also don't want windshield wiper. You hear every time it goes this way, it slides and it sounds squeaky. So you want to make sure the contact point stays in the same place at all times. And then the next thing is if you're still not getting a good sound, because that was on an open string, if you've added your fingers, you need to make sure that your fingers are, well, number one, your wrist is straight. If it's doing this, you don't have enough power. If it's bent, you don't have enough power in your fingers to push the strings down. So you want to straighten out your wrist. You also want to make sure your fingers are on their tips, the tips of your fingers, so that when they push down, they're strong and they're on just the tippy toes, tips of their fingers to make a stopping point. The string has to stop on the fingerboard. Your finger is pushing the string down to stop it on the fingerboard. That's the goal. And if it's flat, it makes a fuzzy sound or a terrible squeaky sound. So you need to be up on the tips of your fingers and your wrist needs to be straight. And if you do that and you've rosined your bow and you're straight at a 90-degree angle and in one point, then you will get a good sound. So, number one, rosin. Number two, one contact point not at an angle, a 90-degree angle. And number three, wrist straight and fingers push on their tips and pushing all the way down. Those are the three things to do to make a good sound on a stringed instrument.